Okay, how's it folks, and welcome to this Rune Farm guide where I'll be demonstrating how to get mid to late game Rune Farm going. I would first recommend getting the Golden Scarab if you haven't got it already. Start off at that Great Society I just showed and run along this path which will lead you to a sort of hidden dungeon. I would recommend having some sort of dagger or weapon with quick step or bloodhound step available to quickly move through the scarlet rocks heavily present in this dungeon. Otherwise you're going to move fairly slowly and it's going to be a bit of a hassle. If you make your way through to the dungeon to the boss at the end, you will be rewarded with the Golden Scarab, which is essentially a 20% increase to all runes you will obtain. This is a pretty significant buff, as especially if you try to farm runes, it will add up to a large amount over time. So that's basically demonstrating the difference between the quick step and walking through slowly. The first method of getting there is to complete Varre's questline and use the medallion it gives you to teleport to Mohgwyn Palace. I would recommend picking up the Site of Grace just above the stairs before you make the approach, because you're going to have to run through a lot of enemies on your way there and you might end up dying. I'm probably going to actually speed up the run by like 2 times or so just to make it easier for everyone, but you essentially have to run past all the enemies. You can fight them if you want to, but I wouldn't recommend it, especially if you're low level. But run past all the enemies on your way to the Site of Grace at the top of the hill. And once you're there, you can farm runes to your heart's content. The second method involves traveling to consecrated Snowfields, late game area, and then go to that Site of Grace I showed on the map, and then just head essentially due west. Part is going to be sped up as well, just to try and shorten the video length a little bit. If it's your first time getting to this area, you might get invaded by a sanguine noble. Once you've defeated him, the path to the teleportation will be fairly clear. It's essentially not any of those portal things, but it's got blood covered all over it. And once you make your way through it, and run down the path provided, and it will lead you to the same Site of Grace that got to earlier from the Varre questline. Once you're at that Site of Grace, all you need to do is equip a bow or crossbow with its respective arrow or bolt, and then shoot at the bird at the bottom of the cliff and wait for it to fall off and get your runes. Make sure to equip your Golden Scarab, of course, to get the extra bonus. And then if you get bored of shooting birds and making them flop off the cliff, then you can always just farm the Albinerics slightly down the hill from where you're at. If you guys would like to see more such videos, hit that subscribe button. Any feedback in the comment section would be greatly appreciated. Otherwise, have a great day and cheers for now.